little dice.
Yeah. Happy birthday to
Jasper.
Happy birthday to Jasper.
Happy birthday, dear Jasper. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wow. Such harmony. I love it.
That was so bad. We apologize to everyone involved.
I think
I
Jasper.
like it.
I think Jasper and I proved last week that nobody can beat Jasper and I at harmonies. So
True.
it was. We raised the bar pretty high.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well,
hello
it's my
everyone,
birthday.
and welcome to the Voidcast. We are going to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and more importantly, have a lot of fun doing it. This will be the 35th live episode of the Precipice of Dreams. So if it's your first time here, welcome, and if you've been here with us before, welcome back. We really appreciate that all of you are coming along on this adventure with us. So, we have a birthday boy in our midst. He joined the Big 4-0.
Yes. I'm like ancient now, but if you reverse the numbers, it's only 4. So
That's true, but you're still the most ancient person on this whole channel.
That's my mental age.
Yeah.
What,
my mental
4
age
or
is like
40?
24. Evening and happy birthday, Jasper. Well, thank you. Got your glasses. Oh, man.
And good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, indeed. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since the last Precipice. I wasn't
Been a while.
feeling
Been a
well
while.
last time, so it's been 4 weeks for me, which is a long time to go without Precipice.
It is. I mean, it has been 4 weeks for all of us without the Precipice.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I hope you're all right mentally then, or did it affect you in a negative way?
I was lucky enough to do a Avatar Legends, the role-playing game one-shot in the meanwhile. So that was awesome.
I was lucky enough to listen to that.
You see?
Substitute D&D, always good.
Yeah.
And we had the most bizarre talking void, so that was rather fun as well. Actually, I've been kind of busy.
Yeah, that talking void was great.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, there's like 1,000 clips on Discord and Twitch. Speaking of Discord and Twitch, we have a bunch of social medias. We have Instagrams, we have Twitters, we have a YouTubes, we have a link tree that collects all these social medias in one very easy to remember place, and that's linktr.ee/voidcastlive. Go there, go to your favorite social media outlet, follow us, like us, subscribe us, interact with us, throw chats, throw messages, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, tell us, congratulate Jasper.
Yeah.
And
or just tell us how your day was.
You're welcome. I also, while promoting the Voidcast, I also want to do a quick shout out to the Fireside Portal, which is Ash. He has been a long time friend of the show. Has been here a lot. He is starting his own streaming endeavor. It's going to be a sort of competition for DMs. The concept is awesome and super cool. Gonna take place on Friday evenings, but like middle of the night for us Europeans. But go to the Fireside Portal on Discord and on Twitch. Follow them. And if you are still interested in joining as DM or as a player for this one-shot adventure competition kind of thing, then go to their Discord and sign up.
Yeah, I'm giving people a chance to do that right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes about 10 seconds. I don't know if I can invite people to the server through this.
I'll put a link in the chat for now. And,
yeah, if Ash can you throw a link in the chat to your Discord or your Twitch channel? It will take five 5 seconds for people to click on it.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. A lot of people logging in.
Yes.
Yeah. So with the socials out of the way, we do more stuff on this channel than just what we're going to do this evening.
That's true.
Namely, tomorrow we'll have a show run by Jasper, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we'll do the next Jasper's Laboratory. We have a bit of a backlog with the older episodes on YouTube, so they will be appearing soonish. And tomorrow I'll be talking about when your party might accidentally be the evil party, even though it wasn't the intent, and how are they going to react to the fact that they are the evil party, probably, and that kind of stuff. So
awesome.
That's the thing I'll be discussing. I had a great encounter where they were... Wow, what's happening?
I almost threw my mic on the floor.
So anyway, that's what I'll be talking about, and that will be great fun, I guess. And then next week there will be another Talking Void, and now I forgot the topic all of a sudden.
What is your favorite class feature?
Yeah, what's your favorite class feature? Yeah, so I already said what mine was, but if you want to know, you should watch Talking Void. It's near the beginning, about 2 hours in near the beginning, so you have an idea of where you have to look. But start at the beginning. That's the most fun. And I think my guest will actually be... What are you... You're pointing?
Yeah, but the people on stream...
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm the guest. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What was the question again? What's your favorite?
What's your favorite class feature?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's an easy question with possibly about 1,600 answers with the current D&D number of specific features that there are. So, we'll have something to talk about. Yeah. I don't know because I made a sheet.
Oh, I will.
Sheet.
Wing it as usual.
Oh, sheet. Well, because
almost. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah. Mic drop. Yeah.
There's a lot of funny things already happening because every class is basically a paladin. It will be a paladin feature. Marineas is... thanks, Marineas, for the subscription.
Yeah. Indeed. Thank you very much.
Subscription.
Also, next Monday was still a bit in development, I guess, but do you want to say something about it, Michel?
It is not in development. I'm just looking for people that want to join me.
Okay.
So we don't have a one-shot planned for next week. We have a one-shot planned for the parallel projections after that. It's going to be Paranoia, and we're going to try and get as many people on screen as we can. We are literally thinking about up to 10, 20 people that will play this game. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be fun. It's going to be sort of an end of the year farewell evening as well. I think it's going to be awesome. But before that, next Monday, we don't have a one-shot planned. A few weeks ago, we did a sort of roundtable discussions on resolution mechanics and different dice systems in tabletop RPGs, and I thought that was a super interesting discussion. And I actually want to do that again with a different topic this time. So for next Monday, I'm going to be discussing character creation and how different systems and different tabletop RPG games approach character creation. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know who's going to be there. I know that my good friend Cass, the DM, already said that he wanted to join. If he can actually join, I don't know yet. We are working it through, but it's going to be super fun and exciting. Eric, are you in?
Maybe I have to look at my agenda.
You see, this is what I get. So thank you so much for the example. We discussed this. Eric will actually be on the show, but we discussed that he would react in this way to show my point.
This is all scripted, guys. So, don't worry.
Thanks for the peer pressure, man.
Okay. anyone else want to share something?
Me.
Yeah,
Me.
then please do, because I know what you want to share.
Yeah. So today's my birthday. I'm turning 40, and that's okay, right? But then the day before yesterday, like Saturday evening, I got a surprise visit from one Sayan, who's a dear friend of mine and who's in one of my campaigns. And when he came inside, he put his laptop on the table and started up Discord. And then there were Roger and Eric sitting there, and Mireneas, who's in chat right now. And I was thinking, what's happening? Then Sayan took out a present for me, and I opened it, and I saw. Let me see if I can show it. I saw this, like the back of a book, and I saw. My name is Self Blaufields, and then I thought, "Whoa, this is cool because Self Blaufields is Sayan's character name." And then I thought, well, it looks like a book, but that's funny because so let's look inside of this supposed book. And then I saw it had actually about 250 pages of text in it. And Sayan wrote down the whole adventure that we've been playing in the last 9 years, from the start to where we left, 1 year ago. And I became very emotional when I saw that, because that's kind of a very, very cool present when you get that from your party. So there's some Eric art at the front, which is cool. There's the title of the adventure on top. And, I don't think you can get any better present on your birthday than this. I mean, I've had cool presents, and I shouldn't say this out loud because my wife is somewhere near. But I think this is this is very, very special, and it's a beautiful book. I've been reading it for 3 days now, not continuously. Only got to page 60 because it's such a condensed piece of art, and I love every bit of what I'm reading, and reliving the adventure from a player perspective in a way. So I wanted to do a shout out to Sayan and everybody here on stream who helped, and Mireneas, who is in chat, and somewhere a Frans probably for or Radiant Dragon. I don't know what he wants to be called, and Roderick, and well, everybody who contributed in some way, but especially Sayan, who was so diligent at writing this stuff down and pulling at my heartstring, so to say. So thanks so much, and I think it's a wonderful gift, and I just wanted to share it on stream because this is what you get when you're an excellent dungeon master.
Wow, it was such a beautiful emotional story, and then you just had to ruin it.
I think you ruined it.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that as well, and
it's like How I Met Your Mother. An excellent series until the last 30 minutes.
Well, actually, I have to explain a bit because I'm always very conscious of when I'm a DM. I'm stressed before every session. I always am second guessing myself and wondering if I'm doing all right. I've talked a lot about this with Roger because he said, of course, otherwise people wouldn't return to your table. And this is kind of a thing where if you get such a work in, then you finally get the idea, okay, maybe I am doing something right. So there is an emotional part to it actually when you think about it. So yeah, that's the real end of my monologue. Is that okay with you, Michel?
Yes. Sorry, I had to react to Roger in chat, but no, it's a beautiful gift.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So one last time, I'll show it, and then we can dive into the adventure. Right? How cool is that?
It's awesome.
It's so.
Hey, Shanks, I see.
I like that I'm front and center now. It's
lurking.
Clearly, the most important character in that book.
Hello, mine's I. And Gaucho Glasses, you're a great DM. Jas wouldn't have been written otherwise. Thanks.
Gaucho Glasses going for all the feathers.
Yeah, Jasper is a great DM. 6 out of 10 stars.
I will give him 7 out of 9 flesh tentacles.
Yes, yeah. Stylized flesh tentacles.
Stylized flesh tentacles.
Well, I read the part about the dining hall and I got sick myself. So,
well, to be fair, the author of that book, you actually made him physically nauseous when we were playing that part with the maggot with the of the corpse with the maggot coming out and all. It was yeah. Cool. We needed more comic relief in that campaign because we're all mentally scarred still.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, we have a lot to do this evening. So why don't I go into the intro and let's start, right?
Kick it off.
Here it is. Jasper.
So, I've been thinking about how I wanted to do this recap. And I think that when you look back at the adventure that we have had so far, there's nothing to laugh about, really. It has also been pretty traumatic. It's almost as if I was the DM. No, that's not true. You're the DM, Roger. And I think that when within the span of a couple of days, you live through nightmares and dreams alike and meet all these different kinds of monsters and have your universe expanded, not only physically, but mentally as well, you can only live in a certain kind of perpetual state of wonder and madness. As I see from Bowen's perspective, he went on the road to discover the world and to travel to Brentwick. But in the short time that he's been on the road, he kind of discovered some friends who have a similar kind of idea of where they wanted to go. But all of them have had conflict with things from their past, new discoveries, with ancient evils that come and lurk in the corners of this world and slowly take parts of it for themselves. Some of us have seen a different world, beautiful but dangerous at the same time. And now, after a couple of days of travel, for me at least, because I missed a large part of the adventure because I was another Bowen at a certain point in time, we came to a village where we actually had minor problems to contend with. And actually, there was this mine where there were some problems and some troubles. So that's where that came from. But for Bowen, it is actually a point where he has to deal with religious conflict in his mind. He has to rearrange what it means to worship a god. What is a god actually? Is it a physical being or a metaphysical concept? He doesn't know anymore, and that bothers him greatly. He can't share this kind of thoughts with the zealot Quintus. There's the strange voice of Aldreef that might now be more relevant than ever before, but at the same time, he doesn't want to commit to another kind of idea of how the world is actually flowing. And then there's Solwing, who worships the sun, which for him can't be the solution to his religious problems. So delving into these deep minds where this simple yet very dangerous conflict is happening far below the world, where these creatures are being corrupted by some arcane power from another world, is at the same time a kind of relief for Bowen, and gives him a certain time to think about what he will do afterwards. And while we have confronted a lot of critical electric encounters, we haven't come to the source of the actual arcane disturbance that's part of this mine yet. And even though we've defeated what seems to be the closest, the creature closest to this source of arcane disturbance, we don't know if there's something even bigger waiting for us. We are out of spells, we are out of resources, we are wounded, we delved deep, except for Old Leaf. And now we have to still find the source of this thing that might turn the world into another kind of place where maybe another world is slipping in, a dream is taking over, I don't know. But we find ourselves at the bottom of a mine, surrounded by crystals that keep on growing. So what should we do next?
That is an awesome recap and a very good question. Thanks for that new style of recap. I like it. Even though you winged it, I think.
I winged it, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well done.
I had no time to write it down.
So yeah, you've left the mines actually. You went through some tunnels that had been dug by the Morl, the creatures that lived here. And you found their nest, and you killed their matriarch, and even some young cubs, and some other adults. And danger from these morals seems to have passed.
What's happening?
But yeah, you are finding yourself in those caverns. It's dark, except for the blue hue that comes from those arcane crystals that are littered all over the place here. And battle is over. What do you do?
I look around for what's his name again? The dwarf apprentice that should be here somewhere.
Insert NPC name here.
Velder.
Oh,
Velder.
Apprentice Velder.
Sorry. It's been 4 weeks, otherwise I would have remembered, I think. I see. So, can you see the source? Are we in the right spot? I sound enthusiastically, but at the same time, I sound stressed as well.
He kind of sticks his head around the corner and takes another look to see if it's really safe. And then he slowly comes inside and says, it's not here, but the concentration of crystals over there seems largest. So maybe follow down that path. Are you all okay, by the way?
When he entered, Oddleaf is still sort of hanging in the air, her black wings slowly moving. And then I slowly come back down to the ground again. And as soon as my feet touch the ground, my wings fall apart in these, in a clutter of black feathers, and they are gone again. I am quite all right.
Quite surprised by that.
I mentioned to the dwarf. And I look around and try to get an estimate of how the rest is doing as well.
Quintus looks a bit wounded, but he seems to be okay-ish. He looks at Oddleaf directly and says, well, that's a nice trick.
Thank you.
That's because she's the angel of Aedon.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know about that, but that's what they say.
The question is, what is an angel of Aedon even? Is it just a very powerful mortal with wings, or is it a divine being that has its source in the metaphysical?
A question we can answer after we finish our business here in the caves, maybe.
I don't know much about religion, though.
That's all.
Neither do I.
I think it's highly doubtful she's an angel, but we can investigate this further if you want to.
I don't think it really matters, Quintus. So
She
Let's
has wings. That's what
continue
matters.
on.
So do you?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
true.
happy to have someone who can fly. And I wink at Oddleaf.
Well, only for a short while, unfortunately.
Well, I couldn't fly for a long time when I was just born as well, so maybe you need to practice.
Is
Maybe.
that true? You aren't born flying?
No, I'm born from an egg.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But... okay.
I don't know. I've seen the ravens on the island where I'm from, and when they hatch, they don't fly immediately. I mean,
That's true.
they don't
Yeah.
even have feathers when they are just born.
We also need to learn to walk
Hatched.
before we can fly.
Okay, this
Oh?
is nice and all, but should we continue our investigation into the crystals? Because, well, as our dwarven friend pointed out, we are not out of danger yet.
Okay. I pull up my shield and I start walking towards the cluster that Vander pointed out.
Yeah, so there's you see this nest of there's a bunch of Morl eggs, but most of them have been pierced by these crystals and look destroyed. Yeah, the crystals that line the wall there, they branch off a bit further northward is what you're guessing. And yeah, well, Velder was right. The concentration of crystals there seems much higher than anywhere else. So, yeah, that might be the way to go. If you still want to get to the root of all this.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, as you go into that corridor, it looks like it's just another tunnel dug out by the Morl. But yeah, it is almost completely lined in crystals, and you see this these sparks of, well, electricity. It's not really electricity, but it looks like electricity sparking from those crystal points to another point constantly, and even shoot down to the ground every now and then as they seem to discharge in some way. They seem quite stable otherwise. They're not constantly growing like those other crystals you encountered higher up in the mines before. You see them discharge their energy, but they don't grow necessarily.
So is there a kind of path that we can navigate?
Yeah, there's a winding tunnel. Crystals seem mostly stuck to the side walls and not the ceiling or the floor. Sometimes there are formations growing out of the ground or the ceiling as well, but for some reason it's less of that.
We didn't see that electricity discharge yet, right?
Earlier, yeah, you did. But usually when it discharged, it didn't spark electricity, but made the crystals grow.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Yeah, that is the difference, yeah.
So I asked the group, do you think that these crystals don't grow because they make these little lightning bulbs?
I think they have, for lack of a better word, crystallized better here. Like these are older than the ones above, and maybe they stabilized in some manner.
Good.
Yeah, so I feel like it's safe to walk past them, right?
You
Yeah.
can lead the way if you want.
I can take the front again. I'll just walk in. That would be okay, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there anyone that needs to take a shorter rest before we continue on? Because now would be the time to do it. I mean, I feel fine, but
Yeah, me too. I do feel fine. So
I feel fine as well.
all right, then we continue on.
Yeah, I'll take the lead. Winters, take the back.
yes, I will guard the back.
Well, then Valder lingers a bit in front of Quintus.
So I walk slowly, but not overly stealthy or something. Just yeah.
Well, then we continue our journey.
Okay. Well, you go through these tunnels, and 1 second. Dice.
Dice.
Oh, die. Singular.
Is this a die game?
Die? Do you say die, Thomas?
Yes, someone might die in this game. That's true.
Someone
Bowen.
already has.
Would you care to make a dexterity saving throw?
Me?
Yeah, that you're Bowen. Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's
Sorry.
2 minus 1. So that's a 1.
That's a 1. Okay, that fails. Well, you continue
train.
onward. Oh, there's a hype train going on. Nice.
Thank you. That's awesome.
But suddenly, this the crystals at your side charge up, and they send a current over the width of the corridor, with you standing in the middle of it. So it goes through you. You take 12 electricity damage.
12.
Yeah.
And I have
Wow.
no spells left, so that certainly hurts me somewhat. I had 2 arcane ward points left, and then 10 more here. I go, okay, either we have to run, or we have to approach this differently. But, what are we going to do? Quickly, please.
Did that shoot out of the crystals?
Kind of, I think. Yeah. I didn't see it coming, so I don't know. But it
Are
hurts.
you moving? Are you moving backwards, or are you on the floor?
I'm standing there a bit hunched.
Did we see it bounce off anything that Bowen is carrying or wearing?
No, not particularly. It just looks like he was struck by a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Okay.
He has some scorch marks now, though.
Yeah, so
It was kind of a shocking experience.
Yeah, let's try your first suggestion, and if it gets too bad, then we can always turn back and decide what to do. Because deciding here does not make any sense. Either we go back.
I think we have to be a bit more careful. Just look where stuff is bundling up, because you can see the crystals charging in a way.
So we go with the flow, you're saying?
Well, they glow brighter than just before they release their charge.
Actually, a good idea. Thank you, Fender.
Falder.
Sorry. I keep thinking of Fender.
We've just met. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good idea. So let's be more careful and take a look at their surroundings while we move, right?
Yes.
Yes. Can we time it with the crystals? Is there anything? Is there a rhythm to it? I think the last time we saw it, it was completely random in the tunnels.
Maybe make an investigation check.
Yes.
Or if someone has knowledge arcana, maybe use that.
Oh, yes. I want to make a knowledge arcana check.
And I want to do an investigation.
Yeah, I did an investigation check, and this will
Wait,
be...
aren't you the wizard of the party?
Yeah, but I'm much better at investigation.
A 4 on investigation.
So
4.
30.
Yeah, a 4.
4. You think
You barely see the crystals.
that there's no pattern to it at all?
That's about the crystals.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
I had a 13 for arcana.
13. And did you do anything, Bowen?
Yes, I rolled a 25 for investigation.
A 25. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Let's go with that then. Yeah, it's oddly if you decide you have an idea that there's some magic building up in those, but other than that, you can't discern any pattern. Bowen, however, sees things a bit differently. If you look at the crystals as branches of a tree, then it looks like energy is being directed to specific points, and it takes a while for it to bundle up in at the end of a branch, so to say, and then it discharges. So there is some way to predict where a discharge is about to happen. The only tricky part is that the branches are buried in rocks for most part, so what you see is only the ends coming out.
Yeah, I understand. So, people, we're going into a kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back movement right now. Would you gladly follow me into this maze of endless electricity?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, this party is great at puzzles, so...
And do we turn around after before the step back? Because that would make our progress a lot quicker.
Well, we can do that, of course, but I don't. Are you joking, Solwing?
I am.
Is that? I got it. That's great.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that would help us here, but
New skill unlocked. Humor.
unfortunately, I don't think so.
I have no spell slots left or whatever. Choo choo.
Choo-choo. Hype train level
Yeah.
1. Here we go. You really have to set your Twitch
Thank
to
you so much,
to English.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks for all the gifted subs that are going around. And the
Yeah.
normal subs, of course.
The hype train.
Thanks
was
for
real.
all the subs.
Yeah.
This party is great at puzzles. You lie like my genuine fake Rolex. Says Ash in
They
chat.
keep forgetting the /s. Well, that's what I was referring to with Solwing. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys do?
I try to discern what the build-ups are, and try to pace and warn those who come after me in a kind of flow that would get us through the corridor.
Okay, make
everybody
another. You used investigation, right? Yeah, make another investigation check.
24.
24.
Wow. Look, if I could persuade the crystals to get past them,
Yeah, then it
I
would
would
be
get
your
these.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
I would get these kind of rolls
But
as
now
well.
you have the. Let's use a nice word. Special mind of Bowen that's gonna help you guide through this seemingly random pattern.
So, and if somebody is trying to help me, that would be great as well.
I can help you. I was thinking about trying to observe, just look at the crystals and see if I can discern some sort of pattern. So not really by investigating, but really by
Perception.
perception. But I'm aiding you, so that means that you can get.
But it's your die roll, so we just.
Yeah, but I think unless it's persuasion, I think
No. It's your die roll, my modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we do aiding.
Yep.
I could also summon a lion to absorb any incoming electricity, but
that's a 11.
That's a 21.
Okay, so-
that's still pretty high. But a 24 it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lead them all through another section of these tunnels. You have an idea that you're still going deeper below. Like there's a slight incline, but as you continue on, the incline seems to become steeper as you wind your way through the crystals. I want another check.
From whom? Like the same one?
The two of
Yeah,
us?
the leaders.
Okay. Let's do it. I thought it was 20, but it's 10. So that's a 10.
20.
So that's
So it becomes a 22 because I rolled a 12.
At 12. So it's all you then. But you lead them through safely once again, and suddenly you come to this slight, cliff almost. Like the tunnel suddenly ends, and there's this jump down. It's not that high. It's about 4 or 5 feet or something. And but it opens into a large hallway, or a large cavern. Is a better word for it. And there's crystals growing all out of the sides here and from the ceilings. And there's on your right, you can see this enormous crystalline formation shooting straight out of the wall into another wall. And these crystals are massive. They're bigger than anything you've seen so far. Are there... Yeah, some of you have dark vision, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I think I do.
You can see beyond light with the light, the radius of the light spell with that.
Yeah, that's
I have
always
60
a bit tricky.
I have 60
Yeah.
feet dark
60
vision.
feet, yeah.
No, okay, then you can't really see the other end of this
But,
cavern.
I mean, the light. What is the light spell? Isn't that 30 feet or something?
Yeah, and some dim light
I think
after
it's
that.
20 and then another 20 dim.
Yeah.
So you see somewhat beyond the light of the light spell, but not that far.
Some people add it to the maximum range, but I do the same as you are doing it now.
Yeah, well, if you have light in a very, very dark place, then it's hard to see beyond the radius of that light. The light doesn't spread endlessly, and it's harder to see beyond the border of that light because there's light, and your eyes don't adjust to.
But I think that if you have something like dark vision, you are probably not really relying on colors and light that much. So your form of vision is different, which would sort of the light wouldn't make it more difficult to look.
No.
But
that's not
also,
what I'm
I
saying.
agree that it doesn't make it easier either. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
glad.
cool.
I'm happy with 60 feet of vision.
Cheers to 500.
Oh, thanks for the
Hey,
bits.
thanks
It's,
for the bits.
Cardinal Jurazat.
Isn't that the first time? Isn't this the first time we receive bits? Should we? Do we have something?
we
Do we
have-
have a dance?
No,
or
we
We
have
have to do this.
the big.
My daughter does like this.
I don't know. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
That's awesome.
That's good.
We have
You
to.
will do.
We are currently very much thinking about adding more emoticons and doing something for the channel points and everything. So
Yeah, I wrote up a whole document on that. No one replied.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
we'll get there.
So that's
so
to
what
the
do you
right
do?
of us. Okay, that's it. And to the left, there is nothing but dark.
Oh, to the left,
right?
yeah, the darkness. Yeah, the cavern goes on.
Still glow? Do the crystals still glow?
Yeah, there's a lot of light coming from the right side. That's true. I hadn't taken that into account. But yeah, there's blue light coming from those crystals. And,
So there's a lot of light.
Yeah, well, the light doesn't spread that far.
Okay.
It's more like a glow around it, but it doesn't illuminate the whole cavern or anything. But it does illuminate the wall where it's coming from, and you can discern that the cavern is about 100 feet wide.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we carefully press on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you jump down.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Yes, I jumped down, but I tried to investigate the ground. Why is it deeper here? I want to know something about that before we go on.
Okay. Investigation again.
Yay!
Inspector.
Can I aid still? Like we're still.
I
doing
heard
this?
24. I think he's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Well, I can still roll 20.
Yeah, you can still roll 20. So
With
that's
some
good.
clever deductions, you might think that this cavern here is a natural occurrence in some way. And it might have been like an underground river at some point in the distant past. And the Morl, the tunnel which you followed so far, might have stumbled upon this cavern. But his angle into digging wasn't, precise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we jump down, if we jump down, can we climb back up again, or is it?
Yeah, it's 5 feet. It's
5 feet. Okay.
Also, Soulwing and I can fly.
Exactly, I was not saying it.
so there's at least 2 people saved, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's. I mean.
Well, if we go in the
What are you doing?
It's not my usual setup. I have my mic on the wrong side, and I just kick the table chair, and it's
rebel.
yeah. But I'm
so-
fine, thank you. We're all fine here.
So then I guess I'll read on. I take the step down and walk towards the crystal formation, and try to follow it to the start of where it started growing.
Yeah, well, it seems to have burst from the opposite, the walls opposite to you. But you notice something weird, because that wall seems to decline and then become very straight suddenly, like almost as if it was carved, but perfectly carved.
Okay.
Oh.
Like dwarven craftsmanship, or even better than that?
No, this is almost.
Oh, sorry, I'm not Wolfguard right now.
Oh yeah, you're not dwarf, so you don't know.
Who has stone cunning? The one time that stone cunning is actually
Well,
beneficial.
there's a dwarf with you guys. It's,
I know.
He didn't
Well,
live in him.
he's
Felver,
also.
can
He's
you,
also my, yeah.
Felver, can you please help us in determining what kind of rock formation this is?
okay, my name is Velder.
Oh, sorry.
Velder.
Velder. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to be stereotyping you, but could you aid us in determining what kind of rock formation this is, or are you not that kind of dwarf?
Or what kind? What could?
That kind of dwarf.
Oh, you're a dwarf, right? You know about stones, right?
Well, he did say he didn't want to assume. I thought you would handle that very nicely, Bowen. But
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, I can have a look. Yeah. Well, he looks at the stones. Says,
licks it a bit.
No. Well, if this is carved, it's done really well, and by a very patient person. In such
So
a
what
weird
could?
place.
Do you know of any tools that could make this, or creatures that could do this? That would be worse creatures. No.
Not really.
So wait, we've come to a place where this thing is sticking out far below the ground, and it's like perfect geometry. Right?
Yeah.
So possibly the source, right? Because
I think the source, whatever the source is, might be behind this rock formation, or
that
inside
might be
this
a
rock
part
formation.
of it. Yeah. So is it the rock formation that fell from the sky? Something fell from the sky, right? Something happened.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah,
No,
he knocks on some places. Does that sound odd to you? It's almost like it's not rock at all. It sounds like metal.
I tap the stone and make a perception check to see if I can discern anything about this sound. Oh, that's an 18.
Well, he's right. It does sound kind of, and feels kind of metally in some way, but that's not the strange part. The strange part is that as soon as your knuckles hit the stone, they light up. Or the area around it lights up. There is a circular glow that goes from your tap. So it's
Goom, goom.
you see this,
I
this
feel
blue
like I'm
ripple
in
shoot through the stone.
I feel like I'm in every alien film or whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Just you
I
wait.
feel like we should be worrying right now, but
This is certainly strange. Have you heard of any abandoned temples or other, I don't know, archaeological findings in the mines? Buildings that they dug up?
Well, there's always been something special about these mines. I mean, it's where we find the Imperium.
Yes. Which you can use to make, which
So
you
wait,
can use to engrave or items to make them have magical properties.
So are we getting it wrong again then? Are we getting the timeline confused with the materials that we are finding? Are we saying that something triggered a special quality that's within this kind of thing, which made the crystal grow, but the crystal is actually part of this instead of the thing that came to this place?
Well, I think Felder already said that, right?
I've
that he
lost you
thinks
there.
that. I think that we spoke earlier about how we thought that the crystals might have gotten here in some way after that explosion, or something crashed into the mine. And then we started thinking that maybe something happened that just strengthened what was already in the mine. So what you use to make items magical in these mines sort of got empowered, maybe, and turned into this, agitated and turned into those blue crystals. Didn't we discuss this?
Yeah, we did, but
an hour ago. Actually, 4 weeks ago.
No, I agree that's the hypothesis that we are following, but you know, this seems to be a structure that has been here for quite a while, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So this might be the source of the other stuff that's
But
already here.
Can you do it again? Rap on the stone, because
I
didn't
I
respond.
smash it with my staff.
Nothing happens.
Can you tap the stone, Bowen?
With my hands then. Okay, I'll try. I'll do it with my hands.
Nothing happens. Same as with dwarf. Nothing happens.
Quintus?
I'll try to do
I
something
tried
to the
to
stone,
do it.
and I tap the stone.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, but that was
Solving. So
Yeah,
you do it.
I did it at exactly the same time as Quintus.
Nothing.
So
Well, I guess it's back to me then. I walk up to the wall again and knock it again.
Again, these pulses of this blue light ripple through the whole stone. The stone doesn't seem to move or anything, but there's just the light effect.
Then I
The
just
shimmer
place
going across the wall.
I just place my hand on the stone and keep it there.
Okay, that gives you a bit of a tingly sensation. You place your hand on stone and you see this ripple going out, but something else follows that ripple now, and the whole the stone starts to discolor. It becomes pure white as it expands around your hand. And soon enough, it reaches the ground, and it's spread out for like at least 10 feet in every direction. And it's just this pure white, shiny. What's the word I'm looking for?
Marble?
It's not
Light.
matte, but
Gloss?
glossy. Yeah, glossy plate of white stuff, and you feel it almost politely asking something from you. Some sliver of power, perhaps? Magic?
Well, I can, as I hold my hand there, I can, I look over my shoulder at the rest of the party. You might see a moment on Oddleaf's face where she seems to think to herself, should I do this? But then she just does it. And let's say that I pour some magic into the wall.
How much? Like, if you express it in game terms, like.
Well, I was thinking about that. Do I get a sense of how much would be required? You said that I get a sense that it's being asked politely.
Exactly, and you have an idea. It's a small jolt might be enough. You would have to make an Arcana check.
Well, yeah, I would like to do that. I'll make an Arcana check. Ooh, that's 21.
21. Well,
18.
About cantrip should be enough.
Yeah, so I was hoping for that as I pour some light in that. So that's exactly what I said.
Okay, so as soon as you do, from your hand, from the top and from the bottom, there's this blue line that shoots out. And it grows up to like 7 feet in total from bottom to top. And then spreads out to the sides and then goes down again where it meets up in the middle with the lines that go out from the bottom upwards. And this almost this drawing of a door is forming before it suddenly dents in and slides to the side, opening with a kind of a hiss, like psh, and you feel this waft of wind come out of it as pressure between whatever inside there and here equalizes.
Whoa, Oddleaf, you did it!
And immediately you see lights turning on there. You see this the wall is like this thick and made entirely of that rare metal material, whatever it is. And it goes out inside, but immediately spreads into two sides, slightly curving off to both sides as well. Like there's this round hallway, and it looks like a bit like the floor is like white marble, and the walls are made from that metal. But there's this nice bluish decorations everywhere, but it's not more than lines or just these curly bits. But it's simple and somewhat modernistic in a way. And the lights that turn on are also kind of weird because they're just these glass globes that suddenly start glowing with a bright white light, and you see that them popping on throughout the whole hallway.
There's a
on both
hallway.
sides. Yeah, but that's goes.
It's curving.
Yeah.
There are no glass containers with humanoid shapes in them. 2 of them dwarves, 4 of them humans, right?
Make a perception check.
Okay, no.
But no.
I oddly, the door opening in front of her steps through the opening into the hallway. Well, let's say that I'm already have my feet forward, but hesitate for a moment. Okay, I step in, and and I say, "Hello, anyone here? Have you seen anything like this?" I asked Velder.
No, he has his eyes wide open, his mouth wide open, and
I step to you and I say, like, "Oh, Olive, aren't you excited? I'm so excited. This is happening. Do you see it happening? It's wow."
Look, there was this old temple near my cloister, and it had been sealed for like a century. And when it opened and people started picking things out of it, they got poisoned pretty quickly. And we had to cure a lot of people because they messed with magics that was not part of their kind of belief system at that point in time. So please be careful what you touch and what you eat.
I will be careful, and I wasn't planning on eating anything.
Metaphorically.
I look left and right into the hallway.
I join her because I'm not letting her be there.
Well, the hallway seems to curve at both sides, and you can't really see what's on either side. But it looks, it's very clean. It's very symmetrical, and the craftsmanship that would be required to build something like this is, unheard of. Never seen anything like it.
I have my sword at the ready.
And the dwarf remarks as much.
Yeah. Well, it's not the first time we haven't seen. We see something that is literally out of this world. So I'm surprised that we would find something like this in the mine. I have never seen anything like this, but for now it's just a hallway with some lights of a strange material that we don't know.
Aren't you guys like super excited?
Well, just to say the least.
Sure. I guess. I feel some trepidation though.
But think about what we talked about. We might actually find like another gateway.Maybe this the hall to another gateway, or
like the tree. You mean?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I did not get any response to my hello. Is there anyone out there?
No.
Okay. Hello.
Does it echo around the hello?
Is there anybody
in there?
Harmonies are off again.
Yeah.
Why did it open for you, Oddleaf? Was it your magic, or was it the wings? What was it?
I have no idea. I felt the door requesting some of my magic, which I poured into it, and that's when it opened up.
But isn't he a wizard too? Points at Bowen.
I think it's the Angel of Aedon thing. Might be some angel fortress or something. I don't know. It seems divine.
No, this has nothing to do with Aedon.
Quintus, you know nothing.
We will see, Quintus.
Ooh, I'm so excited to see. Let's go see.
I
Quintus
slowly.
is on sorry, but this is enemy territory from now on.
This is not enemy territory until we run into enemies. Quintus.
No, I said it as a player. This is for Quintus. This is enemy territory, and
okay, sorry. Okay. Well, let's just assume you said that out loud, and then I replied as I did.
So,
Let's go.
left
Yeah,
or
I
right?
slowly.
To the left, of course.
Yes, always to the left. I have my shield up and my spear in hand, and I slowly start shuffling down the hallway.
And so you do.
I don't run past you, but you see, like, I'm so in a hurry, but I sort of think you are the one that should guide us through, but that you're going too slow.
I'm happy that you're besides me because I am excited about this, strangely, but we don't know yet what we're actually in. So,
But you did open like a secret giant door inside a mine, which is awesome.
Well, I must say, I didn't expect that.
She gets a bit of a mischievous grin on her face as she looks at Solwing and says, "It was kind of awesome, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
And I shuffle on.
Quintus mutters under his breath, "Blessed be the holy light of Aedon, watch over us as we venture into the dark, into this blasphemous place."
Drawing conclusions where they are necessary, Quintus. I walk after Oldreef and Solwing.
Well, you continue on leftwards, sadly. And it doesn't take long before you encounter a door. Or at least it looks like a door, but it's because it's there's this archway and there's two plates that seem interlocked in some way, and there's this weird panel on the side with some buttons on them.
We were really in a sci-fi the entire time, people. Okay. How many buttons? What do the buttons look like?
It's about it's 12 buttons, and most of them have numbers. And but above
I can read
panel,
the numbers.
I don't know. What languages do you have?
Celestial, Common, Human, and Nero.
It's not a script you're familiar with, but you might recognize it. But it would take some.
Can I also look at the
Yeah,
sure.
Owen,
language?
can you make out these characters?
It's not a weird language though, because one of you might have this language on.
I've got ancient, celestial, common, deep speech, dwarfish, elvish, and human.
Oh, it's Elvish.
Oh, I speak Elvish.
It's Elvish, but the letters look kind of funny for Elvish. So you speak Elvish as well. Okay, good to know.
Isn't he a half elf?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but doesn't mean he has to speak Elvish.
No, I know.
I speak Elvish.
But it looks kind of weird. You recognize numbers, but it's like this different script, like a different font used than it's commonly.
It's funny you mentioned we were an alien because I'm totally picturing us walking around in the Nostromo right now. Somewhat.
I feel when we saw it at first, I didn't think we actually were an alien, but it got an alien vibe. Now I think we're an alien.
Above the panel is also a plate where there's a hand drawn on it, like a right hand.
I mean, Oldleaf is reasonably intelligent. I place my hand on it.
That's a sign of intelligence for sure.
Yeah.
I can do 1 + 1.
Another request.
Yes, light again.
Okay, so these doors open again with a but as soon as they open, this weird cacophony comes your way, like and this red lights are pulsing all over the place, and it's very loud.
It's like ducks from hell.
It's awesome. Wow. Okay.
Is this okay?
Oh, and you see this somewhat bigger room that leads into multiple other rooms. There's one door forward and one on the left, one on the right. There's some couches built along the side of the wall, at least directly to your left and to your right. And you see further on next to the door, you see a table with some chairs, but they look all very alien, for lack of a better word. There seems to be some kind of cupboard-like thing there as well, set against the wall. And on the other side, on the right side, there's another bench with a lower table and a potted plant.
Okay.
The plant is alive?
Yes, it's yeah.
It's yes.
Yeah,
it's dead and alive.
It's alive. It's alive.
It's Schrodinger's plant.
It's really, no. It has been observed, and it has been,
I know.
So all the possibilities are collapsed now, and it is alive, probably.
Okay. Question about the environment. If we look at the furniture, if we look at the height of the console, does it match our medium height, or or longer, taller creatures, or smaller creatures?
No, it seems like the perfect height for you guys.
Okay.
I want to look around the room to see if I see any like a similar panel, or if I see something that might be the cause of this red light and awful noise.
I'm off for 1 sec. One moment. I'll be back. Maybe 30 seconds. You can continue.
Yeah. So above all the other doors, all the doors actually, there's this light that is turning around. Looks like, and that's with like a police light.
Siren.
Signal light.
Yeah, siren is a sound though.
I get that, but.
And those are turning around.
Okay, but besides those,
there is a normal light in the ceiling. At least one of those weird domes you see hanging in those hallways as well. But it's not turned on.
But no panels where I can place a hand or anything.
No, not that you can see.
Do we see or hear any movement or anything apart from us? Well, it will be difficult to hear with the blaring around alarm, but
well, make a perception check.
Come on, give me damn it! What a low roll. I only roll low today, so that's a perception of 4.
The answer is so no, you don't see anything.
Okay. Still, I am on my guard. So while the rest is advancing and looking forward, I'm looking back.
Is there any writing on the walls, on the doors, on stuff on the tables, or?
Yeah, there is some writing.
I point them out to Bowen and or Quintus.
I'll take a look.
Well, on the one straight ahead, there's this sign above it that says Central Observatory in Elvish. And the one on your right says bathroom. And the one on the left says mess hall.
Let's take the one on the left.
Where we came, the door where we came from, does it have one of those panels on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I place my hand on that panel to see if closing the door makes the noise stop.
The door closes. but the noise doesn't stop.
Okay. So we have.
I look around in wonder and just not understanding what I'm seeing and just whispering, "Oh, this is not like me when this place. This is quite different." But I sure like a mess hall.
Well, the door to the central observatory suddenly opens, and this spherical thing floats inside. It's a floating orb. It's perfectly round, except for these indentations that run along its length. There's it splits it into 9 sectors, I think. Like there's 2 running along its side, and 2 running along this diameter that way. And there's lights turning through those things, and sometimes they branch off in a different direction. And it floats towards you. It's about 3-4 feet in diameter, so not that big. And once it's a bit closer, it makes a sound, and then another sound, and then you see it.
Hello,
glow for a bit, and suddenly all the sirens shut off, and you hear another sound that says, "Ah, that's better. Hello," in Elvish. And then I think we need a short break.
Well,
Yeah,
Also,
I need a break to process what has happened just now.
We
I'll,
just changed the theme, or we changed everything.
Yeah, so we need new artwork. We need a new intro cinematic.
Yeah,
we need new character art.
and
I'm looking for my cybernetic enhancement.
I think we will never reach Brentwick.
I think we will never reach.
I do want to point out that this was optional. Like this was not part of the main quest, but
Okay.
it does add to the lore. Yeah, but maybe we'll find out in about 5 minutes or longer.
Also,
Yes.
We'll take a short break for all the bio stuff and stuff. In the meantime, enjoy the music of Stone Golem. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. So see you then.
Bye-bye.
And we're back.
What's happening?
Stuff's happening.
Oh,
What is happening?
I have no idea.
Hello. The strange floating orb says, have you come to relieve the master?
Hello. Well, not exactly. We just came here because we were following a trail of destruction in our world. And we found that the source is somewhere near here. And our angel was able to open up what I think is a kind of door. And because she is she and Solwing is him, they stepped inside and came to this place.
Ask it if it can speak common.
Can you speak common? Hotleaf asks.
1 moment, please. And you see these segments suddenly twist and turn, almost like a Rubik's cube. Like it's shifting all these panels around, and then it stops and it says, "Is this better in common?"
Yes, very much. Thank you very much.
I do feel less exclusive, but I can cope.
Before we continue speaking, do I recognize the English the Elvish accent from anywhere? Is it regional or?
No, it's very weird. It's nothing like you would have heard in Arrowverse or something. Yeah. So
it is talking about the master. I say to Oldreef, if we are going to relieve him, her, I don't know. The master, at least.
Yes, could you please provide me with some identification?
My name is Oddlief Ravensvanger.
My name is Bowen Goodhart.
No, your badge would be sufficient.
I don't know what a badge is.
I draw my holy symbol. It's Aedon.
I hold up on my spear the imagery or the heraldry of House Ravensvanger.
I'm sorry, these are not compatible with my systems. One moment, please. Scanning. And he first turns to Bowen, and from one of those intersections of those lines, comes this projection that scans you from top to bottom.
Until I realize I'm not hurting.
Wait.
Oh wait, Bowen starts screaming while the projection happens?
1 second.
And I immediately, as soon as it starts, I jump and I try to push Bowen out of the way of the beam.
Yes, and I attack the... Do I attack? No.
I try to resist. When I see them reacting, as soon as I realize that I'm not actually getting hurt, I hope I'm not getting hurt.
No,
I try to stop them immediately. Say, I'm okay.
Okay.
just to.
Well, I have my sword drawn and at the ready for any funny business.
Okay.
Please stand still for confirmation of identity. And it starts over.
It is very polite in a way.
What is this blasphemous device? And Quintus starts circling around the device.
Are you a being?
Identity unconfirmed. And then it switches to solving because and he starts doing the same thing to him.
I'm getting some other rule books. I get the feeling that we might be needing them. So I was looking for my alien one, but can't find it. But anyway, I got us covered, guys. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it scans solving and it says identity unconfirmed. And then it moves on to Quintus.
Okay.
And same thing, identity unconfirmed.
I wanted to say I do not want to let me scan it, so I try to evade the scan.
Please stand still for identification. Please stand still for identification. Please stand still for identification.
Stand still.
Come on, Quintus.
Fine, and I stand still.
Identity unconfirmed. Residual Aedonic energy detected.
Right.
Energy.
Aedonic energy.
Aedonic energy, really?
And then it moves on to Oddleaf.
Okay.
And it scans her and it says identity unconfirmed. Aedonic energy detected.
What?
Can you explain us what Aedonic energy is?
Yes.
What?
Will you please explain what Aedonic energy is?
Aedonic energy is the energy of this world.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
the world created by Aedon. Like I said to you so many times before.
Why should we believe you? You're just a ball.
But you,
No, let the ball speak.
Aedonite, he turns to Oddleaf.
Sorry, Aedonite?
Yes.
Probably meaning a person from Aedon.
What is an Aedonite?
Well, you are.
Clearly, how am I different from the rest of the group? Why are they not Aedonites, as they are also born on Aedon?
They do not possess the genetic markers that you do.
Do I not possess genetic
What
markers?
is a genetic
Or you
marker?
said-
Good question, Bowen.
I have no time to explain to you basic biology. Instead, I suggest we move on to the problems at hand. It seems as you are intruders here, as you do not, you cannot provide me with proper identification, so you are not travelers. But as we are in a bit of a predicament, I have to request your aid, Aedonite, because the master is indisposed, and maybe you can help to stabilize the core.
Who is the master? What is the master? What is this place? And what is the core?
And how do you stabilize it?
And how do I stabilize it?
Those are a lot of questions. You are in listening post 8. I am unit Upsilon 8, but the master calls me Oopsie. And so you may refer to me as Oopsie as well. The master is Fordiel Thorin, and it seems that his life functions have ceased.
When did
He
his life
passed.
function cease?
When this current crisis started. So that would be, I'm not sure about the exact time, but
two days
it coincides with, but he gives a time to the exact second.
Is your master an Aedonite too?
No, he is not. He is a traveler.
But we are also travelers.
You are not, as you failed to produce the proper identification, and so you are not recognized as travelers.
Out of character question, was only Adleaf with the Aedonite energy, or was it Adleaf and Quintus?
Some lingering energy on you, Quintus. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you are
and none
not
on Bowen.
an Aedonite.
None
on Bowen, yeah. I mean, come on.
Well,
What's up with that?
Well, I have some thoughts on that, but
Yeah.
it's all the praying that worked off.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
I just want to pray out.
He was touched by an Aedonite.
Let's not go to that territory.
Well, we should, because you were. And that might explain the lingering energy. Anyway, what is the core and how do I stabilize it?
Manually. The core provides power to the listening post.
What's the listening
Please
post?
follow me into the central observatory.
Okay. While we walk, can you explain to us what this listening post? What is this listening post doing? What is its
Purpose.
purpose or objective?
The purpose of listening post 8 is to monitor this region of the world, Aedon.
Look, I have
What?
one more.
It turns
question.
around and it flies into the central observatory.
No. So no Michel for us.
Not yet. Solving. Not
I follow the ball into the observatory.
Well, yeah, this is like a command center, for lack of a better word. There's monitors everywhere with keyboards in front of them. There's chairs behind them, desks, and there's these enormous screens lined up against the wall, displaying all kinds of weird information. You have no idea what you're looking at, except for one central one that keeps repeating the same message.
In Elvish.
In Elvish. It says, warning, Aedonic energy surge detected, core overload imminent. Energy dispersal failure, core overloading, manual operation required, retrying, and then it repeats the message.
Okay, I relate this message to the others.
Mm-hmm.
Aedonic surge detected.
Aedonic energy surge. Yeah.
Aedonic energy surge. That sounds magnificent.
Well, yeah, it coincided with the moment we returned to Aedon, right? From the Endless Forest.
Mhm.
The moment the problems in the mine started occurring.
Yeah. Do we see this master lying anywhere?
Nope.
Okay, can I kind of search the place? Well,
Is all the text on on everything that we can see in Elvish?
Yeah.
But I see the text changing, like with this message on the monitor.
This message is scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them, you see these graphs with lines on them that shift slightly.
Everything's moving and stuff.
Yeah.
Any way to change all the Elvish into common? I mean, you seem to be able to switch, and these words are changing on
you do not
this
have
surface.
permission to change the default language.
I do not.
Or
But
it's not default. It's not. It doesn't say default to change the language settings.
But if you want me to repair the core, then it might be helpful. So it can be changed first. Then, if I need to repair or stabilize this core, then I need to know what these things say.
that's logic.
I can guide you through it. If you
I
want
can
to.
see what you mean, but I cannot help you in this regard.
I can guide you through it if you want to.
I investigate the room, first of all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a check.
Yeah.
Start reading everything on the screens.
Okay. So I start reading everything aloud and pointing at.
Solon, can you help me?
Thank you, Quintus.
I think so. Or not. We never know.
Doesn't sound
rolled a?
hopeful.
7.
So then the
7.
result is 17 because I rolled a 2.
Okay. 17. Well, you guys look around and lots of numbers and stuff, and it doesn't mean a lot to you. But at some point you come to a monitor and you see a map of the world. Which is kind of strange, because there's no maps of the world. No one mapped out the whole
That's
world
all
just yet.
thing.
Like
Look,
I don't have it, so sorry about that. But
I'm going to draw it. I'm going to. I immediately pick one of my.
you memorize it, yeah, sure.
I'm going to draw to just copy it.
Well,
right?
you can see the continent you're from. You can even recognize its shape. You're quite familiar with the land over there, and you can see Krios, where you are now. But it's a very rudimentary map. Like, it's only the outlines of the continents. There's no height or depth or whatever. It's just the continents, all 3 of them. And there's some spots that are highlighted. And make an investigation check.
Ooh, 18 plus 3 for 21.
It's between those two, actually.
Yeah, we are reading out loud from the screen.
Oh,
We are
sorry.
Investigating the.
I thought I was observing the highlighted spots
I'm
on the map.
still in the same mindset as Oddleaf, because my roll is 18 as well.
Okay.
So that's together is 28.
28. Well, it's definitely the wounds that have been marked on the map. And there's multiple. Like, you can see the wounds that are in Krios, but also the ones in the Purple Mountains and other.
Are there any in
places.
oceans?
Good question. Yes, there are.
I try to
2 of them.
to make a quick copy and then later make a detailed one. But
Yeah, at the bottom right of the map, it says corruption levels 8.34%.
What can you tell us about those spots? point at the wounds on the map.
Those are places of incursion.
Incursion of what?
Incursion of classified. This information is classified.
Is it Okul?
Yes. Okul is the name of the entity.
Did we just break through your classified statement? Is that what happened?
I can confirm if you have prior knowledge, but I cannot give you new knowledge in this regard.
Wow. Bowen doesn't say wow.
Obvious plot reasons.
Are there other entities like Okul?
Yes.
Are
many? Oh.
I can't say. Are there more than 2 of these entities?
Yes.
Is one of them Otur?
Otur has been marked as the brother of Okul.
Do
Is it
they
one
share
big
the
family?
same? Do they share the same purpose?
Unknown.
Okay, that's not a that's not a hard yes. Then yes, Bowen's question: are there all family these entities?
They are not genetically linked, if that is your question.
What's
I don't know what genetics are.
They are not blood relatives.
Oh, so biology is blood relatives. Now I understand.
Is
Genetics.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Can you
Is Balthazar also one of these creatures? On the last thing, like Otur and Okul, do you count him as one
Good
of
question.
Was it Balthazar?
No, Altazar.
Altar. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That me confused for a sec. No.
And you serve Aedon.
No.
is
I
Aedon
serve
a brother
the
or a
master.
sister?
But
Are you
not
familiar?
Aedon,
Are you?
right?
The master was not an Aedonite. Are you familiar with an entity that names itself Aedon?
I am not.
Are you familiar with an entity that names itself Altazar?
Classified.
Well, if you want my help, then I think it would be helpful if you gave me as much information as you can.
You are not travelers, and so my protocols are limited to what I can tell you.
What
But
do you
you-
mean
I
by
will,
protocol?
however, help you through the process of stabilizing the core, therefore preventing the destruction of your world.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
stabilize the core.
Yeah. Where is this core?
It's through these doors.
Do we need to go to the core?
Yes, manual interference is required. You possess this, the correct energies to manipulate the core into a stabilized state.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. We yes, okay. Lead the way, I say.
I follow immediately behind
Okay,
all the
follow me. And he just zoomed off to the side to the door on the right that says core access above it. And
Conveniently.
yeah. And you go in and you pass through a small corridor, then go slightly. Then you go through a door on the left, which immediately closes behind you. And this wind starts blowing from some nozzles that are everywhere, and just blowing you all over the place. And you see this panel light up that says decontamination, and that flickers a bit. And
In Elvish, so I can't read
in
it.
Elvish, yeah, okay, but some others can.
Yeah.
Well, we are inside with him. With her.
Yeah. This
It's not every day that I get blown around all over the place with some other people present.
It doesn't move you, but you know,
Yes.
I mean, IRL, out of character, what's happening, right? It's
In real life, I have no idea what's happening.
no. At some point, the sign changes into decontamination complete, and then the other door opens.
Are wounds healed?
No.
No, yeah, I don't know how this works.
No, they are not. They might have been cleansed, but that's it.
Yeah. If somebody had an infection, it's written
it's
on their
probably
character
gone. Yeah,
sheets,
yeah.
it's probably gone now.
For those who are just joining us, we've spent 34 episodes in a fantasy setting, and suddenly we are on a UFO. So, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, it's.
That is a great recap.
I mean, last time I told you guys it was going to be a weird one, right? It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but we're not done. You come into the next room, and there's this small walkway before another door. This door seems very reinforced. It's a lot thicker than all the others, but as soon as Oopsie comes near, he does his Rubik's thing, and that door opens with a large hiss. This one goes sideways, it doesn't disappear into the walls as all the other ones did, but this one actually opens like a door you're used to.
okay. Yeah.
And inside you're immediately almost blinded by this blue light of those enormous crystals that shine there. There's a walkway towards it, but there's this large crystal spike that has grown over the walkway, and there's an elf impaled on it. The elf is wearing a white long coat and some weird clothing you've never seen before beneath it. It looks very straight and very neat and very clean, except for all the blood that is staining his coat and the floor below him. He seems to be raised somewhat into the air by the impalement.
Can we try and get him off? I asked of the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Rush towards the body.
His life functions seem to have ceased. This is the master.
Does
He was attempting to reset the core manually, but he failed in his endeavor.
Wait, he tried to reset the core and he got impaled by... So, what is the situation? He got impaled by
The core.
the
This
core
is the
itself.
core. Yes.
So what went wrong?
I have no idea. You have to check the logs. I can check
How
the logs,
do-
but I can't
Logs?
make deductions from them.
Can you tell us what the logs say in these last moments?
The logs speak of an energy surge that were overloading the core. And normally this energy would have been dispersed into the environment, but it imploded. The energy turned inward and collapsed on to itself, and those crystals started to expand. Crystals are conduits for the core's energy. But the containment was broken, and now those things run rampant and drain from the energy of the core to expand further and further.
Yes. If we stabilize the core, will it stop these crystals as well?
That is exactly what is necessary to prevent the calamity that has beset your world.
Wait, there's this place where we are now has a very kind of magic source in it that has the possibility of destroying a world?
I'm afraid you are correct.
Why are such things
But this is not a
brought
weapon.
into existence? This is not a weapon. Well, that's
I'm
okay
not.
then.
I can't speculate on the motives of creations of these devices, nor can I speculate on the creation of my own existence.
What do you need so much power for? Power to destroy a world?
It's not needed to destroy the world. It is needed to run this station without interfering with the environment. Energies that are drained are usually minute.
Well, not interfering with the environment sure failed.
You are correct.
So wait, is this power source? Can I call it the power source?
You may.
Is it located here, or is it somewhere else, and this is just an extension of that core?
No, it is located here, right in front of us, to be exact.
And you need that to
the core manipulates Aedonic energies to power this station and maintain communication with the other listening posts as well.
Were they on the map?
No, they were not.
So
Is
this
there
is
any way to contact the other listening posts?
Attempts have been made and failed. The fate of the other listening posts is unknown.
Were they also monitoring corruption by...
Yes, this is the sole purpose of the listening posts.
So other Aedonic energy places are also being corrupted.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, we were just in this other realm where we found out that there were even other realms and blackness and globes and stuff. And I'm wondering if there are other realms where Oku is invading.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Oh, be that way. Okay, show me to the core and tell me what to do.
Yes, please continue onward along the walkway. There should be a panel.
Could we first pick up the elf from the spike?
Oh, you can do that. I'm
going to
assuming.
do that.
I want to take a closer look at the elf. Do I recognize his ethnicity?
No. Not really.
Because what kind of skin color does he have? Hair color?
He looks like a high elf, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
If you're aiming for that kind of ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's nothing really familiar about him. But well, you haven't lived among elves for
a long time. Yeah. Does his
Okay.
clothes have any pockets or anything that we could search?
Oh my
with?
god, are you looting the corpse?
No, I'm not looting
Oh
the
my
corpse.
God.
I'm trying to lift. I'm trying to lift the corpse from the crystal that's impaling it.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. So I'm helping.
Yeah, he has a front pocket, and there's some weird cylinder-like things in it. These thin cylinders. Other than that, yeah, he has some devices on him that you don't recognize.
Well, let's get him off. Can we get him off?
Yeah.
I'll try. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we put him down on the walkway.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate.
He has
him
been
as well.
dead for a couple of days at least.
Yeah.
You say a quick prayer to and touch his forehead to
So
Jesus spirit.
I research him medically and I investigate every part of his body. Is the he even?
It's he. Yeah. Yeah, he has the black hair and it's tied neatly at his back into a ponytail. He looks very clean and very meticulously groomed in a way.
The devices that he carries. Can we discern what their purpose is, or is
What's
it so
that?
alien? That
And
we-
Oddleaf points at the first device that Quintus pulls out of one of the pockets.
And it kind of looks like a mirror.
Oh, okay.
Next item. What's that? we just ask for every item what it is.
I hold this crossbow-like device and point it at my face as I.
Well, some things look like playing cards. They have stuff written on them in Elvish. One has his name on them, and not much else. A number.
Oh wow! This really is the master. It says MasterCard.
but does the ball give the answer when we ask him what it is? That's I'm not asking the air. I'm asking the ball.
You're
What's this?
asking the ball.
What's this? What's this?
A communication device, identification papers.
Badge. Okay,
badge,
thanks.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a badge?
That's a pen.
A pen? Where's the ink?
A writing device inside. Do we really have time for this?
I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. I've never seen anything like this, and you expect me to help you restore this. So excuse me if
No, let's prevent the end
curious.
of the world, Oddleaf. That's a thing. We can.
Well, yes, for sure. But we shouldn't just go in there willy nilly and we have no idea what's going on. Okay.
So after we fish every little strange thing from the body, I go towards Oddleaf and try to help her with translating stuff that's on the panels and stuff. Well,
let's just say that while you were doing the picking off the corpse, I took some time to draw some chalk circles on the walkway, and I open up a book and I say some incantations, and I ritually cast comprehend languages.
That's cool. Like ancient magics versus technology here.
Yeah, it's a nice contrast.
Yeah.
It does work though. You can read everything now.
Okay, excellent. I make my way to the core.
The orb floats beside you.
I keep at her side.
Yeah.
There's this monitor with a keyboard in front of it. There's also like this hand scanning device again, and it's above. It's about your height, so you could comfortably stand there and type.
Okay.
Except that you don't. But you see, I mean, I can explain keyboard. In an
I
archaic
know what
manner, but,
I can. Do you want better, dear DM? Altleaf knows what a keyboard is because she's been carrying a typewriter
Yeah.
around.
It looks like typewriter, yeah, but flat.
But Elvish
And in
Elvish
Elvish
letters.
yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
On
Ooh,
the
I
screen, you see all kinds of warnings again. It's the same message as was repeated in the central observatory.
Okay. So I asked the floating ball, what now?
Please place your hand on the receptacle.
I place my hand on the panel.
One moment, please. And he scans you again. And he says, authorizing. Authorization complete. Please input some Aedonic energy into the device.
I use light again.
Well, as soon as you do that, you can feel from your hand that it's kind of a two-way street at this point.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can certainly do that. There's my D20. Wisdom saving throw. Here we go. That's 2. That's a 14.
14.
Yeah.
Well, you feel this massive surge of energy suddenly shoot up through your arm, and it knocks you back quite a bit.
Okay.
I tried to
can respond.
catch her.
Yeah, or you can all respond if you want.
I said I was following her, so I tried to catch her as a...
I just yell out in pain and say, "What's this?" But in unkinder terms. What the hell?
An energy surge. I apologize. I failed to see that you are unexperienced in these matters.
Well, I told you I was inexperienced in these matters.
As the core is overloading, there's a lot of feedback. So you have to push back in order to gain access over the core.
Can we aid her?
Unknown.
Can I okay. Can I aid myself?
Sorry, laughing out loud.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration for this?
Oh, so okay, yeah, sure.
All right. I quietly mutter some words of encouragement to myself while I shake off the jolt of energy that just passed through me, and I step back towards the panel.
It passed through you. It just shot into you. It feels like it's still there.
Oh, it feels like it's
somewhat
still there.
elated by it as
Okay.
well. You feel this.
The static energy still in my hand.
Your neck hair stand up, and but you feel kind of okay. I mean, the blowback was hard, but now that you feel energized in a way.
Okay.
So I say to Quintus, please aid Aldreef, because I think that if somebody can, it's you. And I take a step back.
Can I, in any way, use channel divinity abjure enemy whilst holding Aldleaf and trying to channel the divinity through her while she...
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to aid you in any way possible.
Yeah, let's try that. I think that's interesting.
So as soon as you enter your light spell or energy or whatever you do,
Yeah.
I boost it with abjure enemy to combat the other energy that's trying to invade you.
You use your
Channel divinity.
channel divinity to aid Olive. It's not abjure enemy.
Right. Yeah. So with this static energy and Quintus's hand now on my shoulder, or something. Yeah.
I have my hand
Okay.
on your shoulder.
I put my hand down again, but now sort of mentally forceful. Like I'm not trying to hit the panel that hard, but it is sort of a forceful manner in which I try to. Oh yeah, this is much better already. The single roll. I don't think I'm going to use my
Bardic.
My bardic inspiration. This would come out at 21.
21, that's nice. As soon as you put your hand down, you feel this flood of energy lashing back at you. But from behind you and from yourself, you just push back at the oncoming storm. And it seems to hold. And somewhat stabilize your connection with it. It doesn't. You can keep the energies at bay and not have them all overload you.
It's working, Quintus. Aedon.
Aedon. And that's where that word comes from.
Oopsie says connection established. You should now be able to either stabilize the core or turn it off.
So which one should I do?
I think you should stabilize it.
I think you should turn it off.
Let's stabilize it.
I'm asking the ball. To be honest. But I noted.
I have no preference. Turning off the core will turn off the whole listening post, including me, and render it inert until it's started up again. If you balance the core, which is a difficult task, then the listening post remains operational, as will I. But seeing as there's no traveler remaining to operate the station, I'm not sure if that would be beneficial.
And if I were to turn it off, could I turn it on again?
You are not authorized to turn it on again.
So I would not be able to turn it on.
No. But his replacement might. But I'm not sure when this one is due. I have requested a replacement master, but I'm not sure my communications have reached the others.
Okay.
Stabilize it.
If you try turning it off and on again.
Yeah. I just read Marinate's comment.
To do it so that if we ever have need of this place, that we could actually go here and find out more.
I will be honest. I have no idea what we could do here, but it seems like such a excitingly mythical place of information and technology that it would almost be a shame to turn it off. And then we would never be able to access this again. While who knows what we could learn from this place in time.
Yeah. I asked the ball a question. I say, if we turn this off, this device, could that affect the wounds in this world or the energy that's invading this world?
That's a good question.
Very good question.
No, the sole purpose of this station is to monitor the corruption, not combat it.
So I'm having another thought. We are, in a way, saving the world here, and we can either take the hard way or the easy way. Now, though I'm intrigued by the hard way, saving the world, if we fail, it means destroying the world. So, yes, we could go for the hard way, and I would really like to do that because I really want to investigate everything that's here. But from the bottom of my heart, I must say that to fulfill our curiosity instead of having a greater chance of saving the world seems a bit unbalanced.
Noted.
Yeah. I think it's best to turn it off, because if it goes out of control again, we might not be near this device to turn it off at the correct time.
Would if it's turned off, would people be able to manipulate it to harm the world?
Sorry, that was aimed at me?
Like it's kind of destroying the world right now, so it has enough power to do it. If it's turned off, does that make it unusable? So
no, it can be started up again. And a full reset of the systems would stabilize the core as well.
But you would need at least an Aedonite to do that.
An authorized Aedonite.
Or an authorized traveler who knows the correct protocols.
Where can we get
become traveler?
Where can we get authorization? Yes. So that's pretty much the same question, I think.
Yeah.
Is it like a membership thing, or?
I have no information in that regard.
Could you authorize Oddleaf to at least access this place, so that if somebody or someone, because we do know people who would use this place to further corruption or do other weird things, could we have Oddleaf authorized so that we could at least protect this place?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
I've made my decision. Tell me how to stabilize the core.
Well, there we go. Playing with fire. You know you're gonna hurt somebody you love.
First, you have to what's it? Well, you have to disperse the overflowing energy. Get it into normal levels again. You can safely disperse the Aedonic energy into the surroundings.
Is there a quench button? Anyone who does fMRI research or examinations knows about the quench button.
You can accomplish this feat
Which is like everyone in chat.
by just willing it to be so.
Okay. Do I feel... So I feel a connection to this core now.
Yeah, you feel this massive energy source on the other side. The power you feel at your fingertips is immense. You have the feeling that you could actually destroy the whole world in one thought.
Please turn it off.
And I can safely disperse it in the environment.
Yes, any residual energy should be safely dispersed back into the world.
So, okay. I try to collect all this energy that's either has been used or is not used, and try to mentally picture it sort of gathering up, and then I try to force it out of this chamber, and try to widen it as much as I can. So where I feel like you have this sort of connected dense ball of energy, I try to make it as thin as I can as I disperse it through the rock and straight up into the air. And
Make a wisdom saving throw. No, or charisma, your choice.
well, then I have to go for charisma, my friend.
This is the one, Michel. The one where either you save the world or we're going to play a sci-fi campaign.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I chose charisma. That's a 21 again. I have a +7. Yeah.
Sounds like it's neither or both. Quint is still at her back.
Yeah, I'm supporting her with this decision.
Reluctantly.
Okay, wait. Before you tell us, is this the moment where I'm going to use my bardic inspiration, or is there going to be another thing that I really need to? I think dispersing the energy seems the most problematic thing, right? I'm going to check if I can get it. This might be a bit of metagaming, but I think it's important enough to see if maybe a 21 is very nice, but maybe I can push it past 25.
It's amazingly good at 21.
Yes.
But he decided
Yes.
4.
It's a 4, so I have 25 in total.
25. Any more? No? That's it? Final offer, 25? 25 is pretty good.
I mean, that's impressively good, epically good for an epic moment.
It is, because you guys are standing there as onlookers, as Quintus is channeling his divinity into Oddleaf. But
don't say it like that.
Yeah, I know, right? But you see this massive energy surge inward this time. So there's this. I think I failed to describe that, but
What's
not do that next to your mic, please.
I'm sorry. I'm
channeling my divinity.
The crystal formation, that massive crystal you saw outside of this complex, that originates here, like from the center of this enormous room, and you see the energy from that crystal go back the other way. So all the energy that's outside, all the energy that's in those crystals outside, just suddenly shoots back into the core here. And you feel this, I described it as a massive flood earlier. Well, this is more like a, for lack of a better term, fucking tsunami coming your way. And it's only the two of you that stand there to hold back. And
I should have saved the bardic inspiration, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why am I helping again?
I don't know. But yeah, that happens. But you resist, because that's the roll, actually.
Okay.
So bardic inspiration but you feel it's smashing against your walls, and suddenly it's just the two of you in an endless tide of energy that's just surging throughout the room. For the other two, it's that everything turns white. Just you're blinded by this complete whitish, yellowish light that shines throughout the whole room. And you can only make out the two figures standing there, one with a sword in one hand and Oddleaf in his other. And the other one is Oddleaf, who sprouts two wings to combat the force. They are perfectly black against the oncoming storm of white, and but even those wings seem to be bigger in a way than that they physically are. Like the wings spread far wider than her wingspan has ever spread, but not physically. It's metaphysically that they spread this far, but they leave such an impression upon you that you can see it almost as she uses these wings and her entire being to combat the oncoming flood. And then suddenly it all dies down. And there's just this core which is burning brightly with light, but it's not that blinding anymore. And you feel that the storm has somewhat ebbed away, but it's still there. It's not bursting anymore. It feels like it's waiting for something, and that's when you give the command to disperse. And that it does, because suddenly this explosion from the core goes outwards. This ball of energy that grows rapidly, exponentially faster. As it hits you, you feel this. You feel a pressure going through you, but not a physical pressure, but it's something that's pressing against your soul, and as it expands outward, and you're almost blown back, but you're not, because it's not physical. And that goes through the ceiling, through the walls, and then just disappeared as the light here ebbs down. And there's that should be it, right? And it says so on one of the screens. As soon as you can see again, and the dots in front of your eyes disappear, you can see that energy dispersal success.
Okay.
Please rebalance core.
Oh, I was going to ask, did I do it? Did I rebalance the core? Okay.
Are these
now you just have to realign the energy input with the energy output, with the energy demand.
I don't know what that means.
Only take what it wants, nothing more.
Okay.
It's being the listening post.
Yeah, still connected to all this. Can I get a sense of what's coming in and what is needed? Needs to go out and.
You actually do. But this connection you feel is there is something beyond that core, something the core is taking energy from, and it's just beyond your grasp, and you can't put your finger on it, but it feels familiar in a way. And you feel that the core wants to take this energy, but it's not right now. But this want, this need that the core has, you can adjust it.
Okay. And I can adjust it to, well, first of all, I want to lower it a lot, right? Compared to what it was, because that was the problem. It was overloading.
The problem was that the setting was correct, but that which is beyond the core suddenly gave too much to the core, even though it wasn't didn't ask for that much.
So
at least that's what you understand for now.
Can I, and I ask this out loud, if a surge of energy would happen again right now, or in a year, or in 2 years, is there anything that I can do now to prevent another collapse of this core?
Yeah, for those onlookers, Altleaf still has those enormous wings, and when she turns around, her eyes glow with a bright golden color, and her voice sounds unearthly, like it's almost as if she's speaking in tongues.
So you don't understand her?
Yeah, you do understand her, but it has this echo to it that makes
An
it
ethereal quality.
Yeah,
I
an
still
ethereal
hold her
quality.
shoulder. Do I feel anything like a holy presence, or because I am always attuned to holy energy? So does this feel?
Yeah, this feels very, very holy. This might be the holiest thing you've ever seen.
Okay, sorry.
With the exception of that other being you encountered for a second. Remember that?
Yeah.
In the
The
fields?
one that touched my shoulder. So the rumors are true, I mutter.
But to answer your question, what was it again?
I don't want to just readjust the energy output and
You want
input
turn
to
it-
balance it. I want to see if I can do anything right now to have a sort of failsafe in there for when there is another surge of energy, that it just won't overload everything, but either immediately disperses it or automatically shuts off the core.
Yeah.
Or
There are fail-safes in place for this, but those failed. The surge that caused this calamity was so great that it blew through all of the fail-safes.
so can I put them back? Can I make them stronger? Can I do something else?
With the emergency access you have now, you could implement a protocol that would just shut down the station if it happens again.
I would do that.
Okay, I need your authorization. Verbal.
I, Oddly Vravensvanger, authorize it.
That is enough. Thank you.
That actually worked.
Yes, you have emergency access.
Oddleaf honestly looks surprised. Well, I mean, no, not for you. It's just light and holiness and everything.
Yeah.
Bask in the glory that is my eternal light. Oh,
Now please
Quintus.
balance the core.
Yes, so now I try to get a feel for what is required to keep this station running, and the amount of power that the core draws from the beyond.
Well, yeah, you can set it to just rudimentary systems, so it can stay
life.
on. Yeah, life support's not.
Yeah, no,
not spacey,
I have no idea what that is.
No, but you can turn off the fridge.
Keep the lights
let's
on,
say.
literally.
Yeah, keep the lights on, keep the fridge on, and,
keep
all the monitors
Keep
running.
the fridge on. Keep the fridge on.
As I'm connected here, can I also lock the door?
What door?
Can I, in some way, make sure that not anyone can just open the door? Like Aedonites can probably still open the door, but I don't want any random people to just walk in here.
Yeah, that is not possible. The only reason you were allowed access is because of your heritage and because of the emergency protocols.
Fair enough. Can I give myself authorization to enter the next time we're here? Like, or was that really just connected to the emergency?
One moment, please. It seems that you can.
Okay.
I will specify you as guest. Guest 1, to be precise.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm honored.
That has no meaning to me.
The core is stabilized. Is there anything that I need to do here?
No, you can leave. I thank you for your cooperation.
Does
Do I get a sense
The,
of
the
the
core hums, but all those crystals are still there, though. But they're all, they look faded. They're not glowing that bright anymore. Only the ones in the middle still do. And yeah, for those somewhat aligned with the arcane energies, you feel less elated, less tingly.
Yeah.
There's not much electricity in the air anymore.
So can you tell
it's like
me?
Someone turned off the motor of fridge, right? If it turns off, then you feel that sound dropping away, and you feel that calmness. And though you didn't even know that there was something agitating you, and now you feel it when it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know exactly what you mean.
Still holding on to the panel. How am I still connected to the station? Can I get an idea of its layouts or not in that way?
It's nothing like that. No.
Okay. It's more of the core and the power.
You have some kind of
conduit.
Operational control of the core at the moment.
Yes.
Not necessarily the entire station. And even that guest access that Upsilon 8 just made for you, you didn't do that yourself. He did that.
Okay.
So I say to Altreef, did you save the world?
I think I did.
Can we use the mess hall? I turn to the ball, to the orb.
In what way?
To make food to celebrate.
Yes, there should be ample supplies. I'm not sure what this celebrate is. Or why you would.
Saving the world is something to celebrate. What are you?
I'm an artificial intelligence tasked with assisting the master of listening post 8. I am called Upsilon 8, but my master calls me Oopsie, so you may call me Oopsie as well.
I look at the rest of the party if they understood the first part of the sentence.
I'm still staring at the core, at the panel where I was.
Yeah, the light around you. If you break the connection,
I do not.
Okay, then you're still glow and wings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I still hold her shoulder, though. I'm not sure if we need to. If my channel divinity does anything to keep the connection, or.
Thank you, Oopsie.
So I move closer to Altreef as well and try to kind of see if she needs help whenever she lets go of the console.
Do you ask this?
No, I'm just waiting for you to
let go.
Let go of it. And,
I'm not.
Yeah, this is her life now.
I'm just standing there with my hand on the console.
Altreef.
Yes.
Do you want to join me in the mess hall for a celebration dinner?
Yes.
Then let's go.
Yes, let's go.
I turn around and I walk in the direction of the mess hall.
Altreef remains as she is.
If you are not moving, you should move if you want to follow Solwing.
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay. These are always the kind of scary things that happen to us, you know? So maybe just let go and follow us?
I feel fine.
No,
It's
yeah,
nothing to worry about. I'll be there.
No, I don't.
Maybe
think
it's time to
so.
let go.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Like now, please.
Yes. Now.
I kind of start pulling on her. Get her away from the console.
I start resisting a
Test
bit.
one, are these people bothering you?
No, they are not.
Let it be for now, Bowen.
Hmm?
I release my hand from her shoulder and I take a step backwards.
Are you coming?
You can feel the divinity just flow back through your arm and calm as well, because there was still... I mean, at the end, you didn't have the idea that you were actually channeling something into her, but maybe more the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Did it feel good that what she was channeling into me?
Oh, yeah.
Or did it feel
Oh, yeah.
strange?
Yeah, that felt pretty good.
It always feels pretty good until it doesn't.
No, it felt pretty good. But now it doesn't, because it stopped.
Yes.
Oddly, you are not disconnecting from the console with your hand. You're still kind of in an elated form. Maybe it's a good idea to really take a look at your hand and force yourself to really move it from the panel so that we can leave for the mess hall, because Solwing wants to eat.
I like how most of the motivations this party have are stripped down to Solwing wants to eat.
It's always a good fallback excuse.
You are very wise, Bowen. And she keeps holding on to the panel.
So I am kind of, and I say this out loud, I'm kind of wanting to pull you away from the console. Will you allow this, Oddleaf?
No answer.
Well, I really put my strength into it and tried to pull her away.
You want to make a strength check?
Sure.
Let's make
Opposed
an opposed
athletics.
strength. Opposed athletics, yes. You know athletics is and strength is, I mean, oddly,
strong suit.
if anything.
This is strength-based character. Yeah, I know.
Strongest Avenger. Oddly strongest Avenger. I have a 6.
Natural 20 for 25.
Nice.
You tackle her. Wow.
You easily, I mean, Oddleaf she's tall, but she's thin, slender. So you easily pull her away from the console. So I let go of the console.
And I keep a hold on you. And I say, are we okay?
I think I'm assuming that all those the things that I felt and the power that I felt. And
As soon as you break connection with the console, your wings retract. No feathers this time. And everything just, you shoot back into yourself. Everything comes crashing down. You're very, very, very high. Turns into
an
comparatively deep low.
Yeah, a low.
Being normal is just boring, you realize.
Yeah, I sort of not really collapse, but seem very weak as I say, thank you, Bowen. And you can almost see the old leaf when you first met her. She was almost using her staff as a crutch, and if you lead her out of the core chamber, she will walk with you.
Can I do one thing before before Bowen succeeds, or is it too late for that?
It's too late, man.
I don't know. Is it cool?
I want
Is
to
it cool? Good question.
Find sense to see if I can sense anything from Oddleaf.
How do you mean?
Like if she's a celestial or anything like that. When she still sprouts wings. I wanted to do this, but you guys had an awesome conversation, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, okay. She's definitely not human.
Okay, but not celestial.
What's celestial?
Yeah, sorry, it's a divine sense thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. But celestials don't exist in this world,
Yeah,
or do they?
Does she
I mean,
angelic or well?
Yeah, that.
Can I sense something from
celestial, angelic, Aedonite, however you want to call it. That is probably a good word for it. One of those.
Yeah.
She is something that you would consider divine.
What gave it away? Was it the wings? Was it
the light? The fact that everybody always told you it was so.
I just want to make sure that's it.
I understand.
Make sure that's.
But you use your like sixth sense for this, right? Your paladin ability.
Yeah, divine sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not all she is, because there is another side to her as well, which you would sooner describe as fiendish.
I knew it! Yes! Oh, thank the gods.
But that side is really, really small at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's still some evil in it. Okay.
That's right.
I don't have to worship you now.
I'm just saying to Audrey, well, better get some food into you. Solving is probably already gathering stuff. I might find some herbs and stuff and really spice it up and do some cooking. Don't know what the kitchen will look like, but whatever. You just sit down and wait for the dinner to arrive, and we'll all have a nice meal.
She does not. She nods and says thank you, but yeah, it really seems a bit like she has aged 20 years for this moment. Not in physical appearance, but in her the way she's carrying herself.
Thank you for your assistance. Please let me know if I can be of any more assistance to you.
Can you just come with us? So if we want to ask you any more questions, we can.
Yes.
To the mess hall.
So, arriving in the mess hall, as soon as you open the door, Solwing, like, really agitated, comes up to you and with these crisis eyes says, I don't know, it's completely different! I can find any. Where's the wood? There's no campfire. I don't know problem. I haven't found any food. I'm sure it's here. I can smell something, but I no.
Well, as you examine one of the cupboards, which is actually a fridge, you discover that there's food inside.
Oh,
you
so
can
they have practical food.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a modern, almost sci-fi kitchen. There's a furnace and stuff like that, but you don't recognize it. Maybe with some research, you can eventually produce a meal.
I create a bonfire on the ground. I don't.
But let's finish this session off with you guys sitting at a mess hall table, like this tables with some benches next to it, and having a nice futuristic meal.
I
For lack
spice
of
it
a
up.
better word.
I tried to do some cooking. Is that okay for you?
Yeah. There's also spices in these little glass bottles with those holes inside of.
It's an 11 in total, so it's okay. It's just not very special.
This future kitchen gives you a +5. So if you don't cast bonfire in the middle of the room.
Then it's a 16.
Okay. So that's a pretty decent meal. But yeah, we'll end the session here. And
wow, what a session!
Yeah,
Indeed.
this was one of the best sessions we had in, I think, the last 10 sessions.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, had some pretty amazing sessions in the meanwhile, but this one, I mean,
It was
there's a
different.
huge twist to this one. It was very much different than other sessions.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's. I didn't expect the sci-fi twist.
No, me neither.
Nobody expects the sci-fi twist.
But the bigger surprise is the whole oddly thing. You need to explore it further.
you do? I don't know. Maybe just leave it as this. Seemed to work so far.
I'm going to save it up for some later.
I'm just disappointed in Quintus.
What did you say, Solving?
I have a pun now, but I'm going to use that later.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's one
session.
charge of pun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So I made true on my word, right? When I said it was going to be weird.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is weird.
it was weird.
It's weird.
So when can we fly in an X-wing?
X-Wing? I was thinking Gundams.
Oh yeah, Gundams are welcome too, but X-wings are welcome.
X-Wings,
too.
yeah, X-Wings are pretty cool, but yeah.
Although whenever this conversation comes up, I think my favorite Star Wars fighter is the B-wing. I just love that asymmetrical
Yeah, that's kind of
design.
But I'm still kind of partial to the X-Wing now.
I love it when they fly upright or when they go sideways. It's always great.
My favorite fighter
I didn't
of
think
all
this
time.
this adventure would go into a Star Wars conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you started it.
Yeah, okay, that's my
but
fault.
let's not go Star Wars. But amazing session, Roger. It's super cool. Also, very cool that this was all optional. We didn't have to go here, although it was a nice fat piece of meat that you were dangling in front of us, where we went like, no, at least need to take a bite and taste it before.
But just to say that
that
something
it
is
was a really
optional
weird analogy. I'm sorry.
doesn't really do it justice, because we just went this way, so it was not optional.
Yeah,
It was just
exactly.
the route we chose.
Yeah.
Maybe we
But
should stay
this
away
was
from
this
that
was
kind of
something
lingo.
you were on the verge of just ignoring,
Yeah, it's true.
which would have been fine. Would have destroyed the whole world, but it would be fine.
It would have been fine.
Nah, maybe not. I mean, it's not just you guys on this world, right? Not everything revolves around you.
I would hope not.
It does actually, but
Okay. No, but yeah, it was fun doing this as well. It was. It is weird in a way to swap mindset. I mean, I play a sci-fi campaign with Jin regularly, but still, this had to be different in a way.
It was
That makes
completely.
sense.
It was also hard to play because it was like being.
Oh, bye, Eric.
Oh, no, I'm still here with sound, but my whole internet just, my whole
Your
browser
Wow,
crashed down.
this
Yeah,
is
see,
this.
this is nice, right? Not
Yeah, this
our
is
cameras
nice.
didn't shift. Nice.
No, I'm still here.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Shout out to OBS Ninja for
Video Ninja, yeah, VDO.
for handing us the tools to improve our
Streaming
camera
experience.
streaming experience. And also, thank you, Top Down Tabletop, for pointing us in that direction. Because if we weren't guests at your show, amazing show, we wouldn't have known about it
Yet.
Also, we just reached 250 followers.
Oh,
Did
nice.
we?
Hey, that's awesome.
Congrats. High fives.
High fives all around. Thank you very much for
thanks,
all
everyone.
of you 250 wonderful people who decided to give us a follow or subscription or subscribe to us. You are amazing. Without you, we wouldn't be doing this. We would be doing this, but we wouldn't probably
I'm pretty
be
sure we
streaming it.
will. Yeah.
We wouldn't be talking to an audience, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
And we wouldn't be interacting with all of you in chat, which really adds to the experience for us. It's amazing, all the people that we have met. Shall I go into a round of thanks? It was American Thanksgiving recently. It was Canadian Thanksgiving recently. So let's just say that we are thankful for everyone that gave us a like, a subscribe, or commented on something, joined us in our Discord. We are a lot of thanks to our friends of Top Down Tabletop and Careful Cantrip and Vechel Fantasy. Of course, the Fireside Portal with Ash and Crimson Rockstar. It's we've built quite an awesome community, which can especially be felt on Discord, I feel, where on our Discord, on Careful Cantrip, Top Down Tabletop, there's a lot of Hops and Dragons, there's a lot of interaction, and everyone is so nice and shares all these awesome things. And we are very happy that we are a part of this.
Yes, the
So.
DM.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cast the DM, yes, of course.
Yes, the DM.
I don't think we're going to make a round doing this because you just covered everything.
I think,
So, what he said. He said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just really, I every day feel that I'm very, very glad that we got into this community. So there it is.
Yeah.
You're so right. Yeah.
Awesome.
But for now, we're gonna have to love you and leave you. Because it's the end of our session. Yeah, so tune in tomorrow for Jasper's Laboratory, where he will be talking about people of parties who might be evil but didn't realize it.
Doing evil things and didn't
Doing
realize
evil
it.
things, yeah, okay. But
We
wanting
already
to be the good guys but doing the wrong stuff. That's
Yeah,
just
that
essence.
kind of thing.
And then next Monday, join Michel and hopefully a bunch of guests while we talk different styles of character creation.
I had so many people telling me on Discord that they want to join. So there's probably going to be a lot of people.
Especially
live on
Eric
stream.
though. Especially Eric.
I don't think
will see
Eric.
if I have the time, but
Yeah, I
we'll
think-
discuss this later.
Well, I mean, this reaction alone already. You're off the team, man.
Never mind. No,
you're not.
I'll claim Jin and we'll play some other adventure in private. So
Which is also
we'll
awesome.
be there. Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, it definitely is. But the day after that will be another Talking Void where Jasper and Eric, this time really, has
We'll be
to,
discussing the coolest class feature.
Coolest class feature.
yeah, what he said. And Susan, apparently, because someone mentioned Susan in chat.
And Susan, yes.
Yeah, so this is the end of our show. Tune in. We'll be back with Precipice of Dreams in 2 weeks, and we'll see whether it becomes a sci-fi adventure or we go back to the old roots of just fantasy. Yeah, fantasy.
It would be nice to just be able to switch back and forth. Like
Yeah.
whenever we feel like we need a sci-fi side quest or main quest, we just.
I think that Soul Wing with an assault rifle would break the game. So that's not.
It would be pretty awesome.
It would. But yeah, tune in for that as well. So thanks everyone for watching. It was a lot of fun. Thanks one for the subscriptions, the follows for everything, and
the bits.
I see the bits, yeah, all the bits. And we all hope to see you soon.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And roll credits.
Cock.